If your quality looks dry and choppy after uploading your edit to social media, don't worry, because today I will show you step by step how you can make the best color correction that will help your edits go viral. Because in the end of the day, we all hate when our edits look like they were made on CapCut. To start, what you'll need is a clip and After Effects. Because I want to add my color correction to this clip of Joe Moldberg, I'm gonna go ahead and create a new adjustment layer just on top of my clip. Just press Ctrl Alt and Y, and this new adjustment layer will affect all the clips that are beneath it. The first effect I'm gonna use is called Sharpen, just to bring some more depth and sharpness into my edit. Go to your effects and presets panel and search for Sharpen. Drag it onto your newly created adjustment layer, and we're gonna put the value from 0 to 50. If you use older clips with a lot of grain, you generally want to keep this value a bit lower. Next, we're gonna add an unsharpened mask, so I'm gonna go ahead and search for BBC unsharpened mask. Drag it onto your layer, and this will help us increase the depth around the undefined areas in our face, such as the jawline or the nose. Now, the values I like to put here is generally for the radius 25, and for the amount I'm gonna put 15. I know this looks like a cheat code, but don't go too high because you will end up looking like a goofy ass CapCut editor, and we want to avoid that. Now, once we added both of these effects, we're gonna go to a crispier part, which is gonna be adding looks to our edit. Just go to your effects and presets panel and search for looks. Drag it onto your layer, and we're gonna head to our effects control panel and click this little blue edit button. Now, why looks is so complicated for a lot of people is simply once we hover over this toolbar, we can see all the different effects we have within here, and it can get very confusing. But don't worry, we'll start with the one called spot exposure. Just click on it once, and now you can see it in your little timeline down here. Click on it once, and we'll open up the control settings on the top right. Now, what I like to do here first is increase the radius so that the inner circle roughly covers the edges of our clip. Now, next, I decrease the center Y value just above that, so that it goes all the way to the top, around this much. And now I'm gonna increase the radius a bit more because you can see it doesn't cover the edges here. And now to actually apply the effect, we're gonna go to the top value and increase the stops. The higher you go here, the more exposure you're gonna have, but obviously this looks terrible, so we're gonna keep it down a bit. I like to go to 0.6, and now because I like it rough, I'm gonna increase the fall off value. Here also, I like to go to around 0.6, and what we have now is basically just the exposure coming from the top of our screen. Now we're gonna go back to our tools panel just by hovering over it, and the next effect we're gonna select is the haze flare one, which you can see in the middle right here. Click on it once, and you can see it's already very bright. To make it less apparent, I'm gonna start with the village and put it all the way down to 15. Now, because these edges are very rough, we're gonna put the softness all the way up to 50. The reach I will decrease a tiny bit, so just put it to 40. And I'm also gonna decrease the exposure just a tiny bit, so it's not that bright. Now, what's very important, you see this little color wheel at the bottom. You can see it's currently at orange, but we definitely want to click it to the middle and put it white. As you can see, our flare is now white instead of this shitty brown. With that being done, we're gonna go back to our tools, and now we're gonna add the shadow/highlights effect. This is not gonna change too much of our appearance, but I like to add it for just a little bit of detail. Start by putting the shadows down to negative 0.25, and the highlights we're gonna put to negative 0.4. Now again, this is just for some detail, but the next effect we're gonna add is gonna be a bit harder. Scroll all the way down and select channel mixer. Again, click on it to bring up the controls. And now in here, we're gonna play around with the color a little bit. Depending on what clip you use, it's gonna vary, but these are some universal values that give me the best results. I'm gonna start by putting the first red down to 0.35. I know now he looks like a Walking Dead zombie, but don't worry, we will fix that. For the greens, go to negative 0.8, and the blues, we're gonna put to negative 0.6. By the way, you don't have to be 100% accurate with these values. Just drag them towards that range. For the next red, we're gonna put it to 0.3. Again, we got a zombie, but this time put the greens up a bit. Just a tiny bit to 1.15. Same goes for the blues. Just drag them a tiny bit up till they're at 1.5 roughly. Now, last but not least, for the blues, we're gonna put the red just a little bit up, literally like 0.02. The greens we're gonna put to 0.5, and the blues we're gonna put down to 0.8. Now, like this, we basically just adjusted the colors of the skin a bit, which in certain scenarios can get you a very, very nice look. But because I don't want this to be at full power, I'm gonna go all the way to the top and set the strength from 100 down to 80. That just means the effect will be in 80% of its strength. Last but not least, we're gonna add the mojo effect. Only thing we'll change in here is the actual mojo effect at the very top, and we're gonna put it from 50% down to 10. Now, if you have to adjust the settings to your clip, obviously, and if you did that, make sure to head to this little check mark at the bottom and press it once. All the settings we changed will now be applied into your actual clip. And if you have problems following up because it's too complicated, don't worry, I got you. At the moment, you still have a huge opportunity because I'm running a limited time sale on my website. You can get all my handcrafted color corrections for up to 70% cheaper to make your quality pop. You can just apply them with one click and save yourself hours of work. Do not miss out on this one-time chance and click the first link in the description right now. Be fast. Okay, now once we finish the editing of the looks effect, we're also gonna go ahead and adjust the strength of it. So I'm gonna put it down to like 60. You always have to see what fits best for you. And now listen up, because the detail work we're about to do is gonna carry the whole color correction. We're gonna start by adding a CC vignette. So just search for that and drag it onto the adjustment layer. As you can see, it creates a nice shadow around the clip, but obviously we don't want it that high. So we're gonna put the amount from 100 down to 25 and the angle of view down to 40. This makes it nice and subtle. Next, we're gonna search for the effect called brightness and contrast. Choose the normal one and drag it onto your adjustment layer. I like to put the brightness up a bit to like 20, and the contrast I'm gonna put to 10. Next, and very important, we're gonna add a curve. So search for curves in your effects and presets panel and drag it onto the adjustment layer. And this can get quite complicated, but bear with me. We're just gonna go ahead and slightly drag it down. down, just like this. This will also emphasize on the shadows a bit and bring in a bit more contrast. And to boost the colors a bit more, we're now going to add hue/saturation right onto the adjustment layer. And the saturation we're going to put up between 8 and 10. We don't want to go too high because then it's going to look unnatural. Congratulations, you made your first own color correction. This is the before and after. Watch this tutorial if you want to learn how to make a full edit. Subscribe for more. Assalamu alaikum and see you next time.